Today we're baking tangyuan in celebration of Yuanxiaojie, or Lantern Festival. It's the 15th day and first full month of the Lunar New Year. Tangyuan are glutinous rice balls, stuffed with sweet filling and served in soup. They're soft and chewy and delicious. Today I'll be sharing two easy fillings, a Reese's chocolate filling and a sweet peanut butter filling, with some clever tips and tricks along the way. The ingredients are also listed in the comments down below. I'll be starting with the peanut butter filling. For the peanut butter, I recommend natural peanut butter without any extra oils, stabilizers, or emulsifiers. The only ingredients should be peanuts and maybe salt. We'll start by measuring out 70 grams of peanut butter, about 4 tablespoons. Next up is 30 grams of brown sugar, or 2 heaping tablespoons. Honey or plain sugar would also work here. The final ingredient is fat. I'm using coconut oil, but you can use any fat that is solid at room temperature, like butter or lard. We'll start with 10 grams and adjust as necessary. Microwave the ingredients on the defrost setting for 30 seconds until they're melted, and stir until the mixture is smooth. We're aiming for a viscous liquid. If you find that your filling, like mine, is a little runny, add a little bit of peanut flour to thicken it. This is PB2, also known as defatted peanut powder. You could also use chopped up roasted peanuts. If your filling is too thick, stir in a little extra fat. This is the texture we're aiming for. The filling is done. We just need to freeze it until it's solid to roll the tangyuan. Transfer the filling into a Ziploc bag. Press out the air and roll it into a log. Freeze the filling in the bag for at least 20 minutes until it's fully firm. The next step is to make the dough. It's only 2 ingredients, glutinous rice flour and water. Glutinous rice flour, also known as sweet rice flour, sticky rice flour, or mochiko, is finely milled glutinous rice, a special type of short grain rice that is extra sticky and chewy when cooked. We're using 100 grams of glutinous rice flour, which is a scant cup. Add 88 grams of room temperature water, which is about 6 tablespoons, and stir well until it's fully combined. Glutinous rice flour is the key ingredient in tangyuan. There is no substitution, but it's readily available online or in any well-stocked Asian grocery. I'll include links in the notes down below. You'll notice at this stage that the mixture is dry and crumbly. Bring it together with your hands, squeezing and kneading the dough until the water and the flour are evenly distributed. Now we'll start kneading the dough until it's fully combined. Because glutinous rice flour is actually gluten-free, there is no concern with overworking the dough. The final product should be soft and malleable, with a texture like fresh Play-Doh. If necessary, you can add additional water or glutinous rice flour to achieve this texture. We're finally ready to start forming the tangyuan. Remove the peanut butter filling from the freezer and cut off small pieces, about 1 centimeter cubes. It's important that the filling stay frozen while we're working, so I recommend working in batches and keeping the extra filling in the freezer until we're ready to use it. If your filling cube has sharp edges, you can roll it between your palms to round them off. To make the tangyuan, we'll start by forming a little cup with the dough. Pinch off a 1-inch dough ball and roll it between your palms. To form the cup, I place my thumb in the center of the ball and use my fingers to thin the walls into a cup. Place the filling into the cup and bring the edges up to close the seam. The filling should be fully enclosed in the dough. Very gently roll the stuffed ball between your palms to make it round. This glutinous rice flour dough is very soft, so don't press too hard or your tangyuan will tear. chocolate peanut butter filling is even easier. We're using mini Reese's peanut butter cups, cut in half. Simply wrap them into the glutinous rice flour dough to make a chocolate peanut butter tangyuan. While making your tangyuan, if you find that you have too much dough, simply pinch off the excess when closing the seam. On the other hand, if you need to patch the tangyuan at all, add a small piece of extra dough over the gap and roll it between your palms until smooth. If you've made more tangyuan than you can eat now, the best way to store them is to freeze them. Lightly coat a sheet tray with glutinous rice flour and place the tangyuan onto the tray with a little space in between. When the tangyuan are frozen solid, you can transfer them to a bag or container for storage. They'll keep in the freezer for a very long time. When you're ready to eat them, cook them directly from the freezer using the exact same method as fresh tangyuan. We're ready to cook the tangyuan now. Bring 3 to 4 cups of water and a few slices of ginger to a rolling boil over medium heat. Gently add the tangyuan one at a time. It's important to wait until the water is at a rolling boil, or else they'll dissolve when we cook them. Give the tangyuan a gentle stir occasionally to prevent them from sticking. Once the tangyuan float to the top of the water, cook them for an additional 90 to 120 seconds. They should be soft and chewy at this point, and the shape will be a little more relaxed. Scoop the tangyuan out and set them aside. We're ready to flavor the soup now. Plan on about 1 cup per person. You can discard any excess. I'm using the most traditional option for tangyuan for Lantern Festival, jiuniang, Chinese sweet rice wine. This is a low-alcohol fermented rice wine that would be carried in a well-stocked Chinese grocery store. You can look for it in the refrigerated section, but if you can't find it, it's totally fine to skip. In fact, we often eat our tangyuan just plain in the cooking water. At this point, add any additional ingredients that you like. Traditional options would include hongzao, jujube dates, and goji berries. To sweeten the soup, you could use honey, brown sugar, or traditional osmanthus flour jam to taste. Another fun idea would be something like orange marmalade or another jam or jelly for a fun play on peanut butter and jelly. When the soup comes back to a rolling boil, ladle it over the cooked tangyuan to serve. These are best enjoyed piping hot, so skip the cleanup for now. I hope you enjoy these tangyuan for Lantern Festival. Wishing you and yours togetherness and good fortune in the year ahead. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and share your creations on Instagram with #TheRiceLover. Happy cooking, and see you next time! 祝您元宵快乐，事事圆满！感谢点赞和订阅，我们下次再见。